Hello and welcome. I'm David Kirubi and I'm honored for the privilege of your time and engagement. As we spoke in the last video, if you haven't had a chance to see that video, I really would appreciate it if you had a chance to look at it. We're gonna have it somewhere on the screen. In fact, that video sets the context of today's message because this is actually the session where we share the particular goals that we are driving and the call to action for you to join us, to support us, to let us know who is an aspiring or current entrepreneur or aspiring or current investor that we would be able to work with so that we can help them make their purpose real. So in today's message, I just want to really make the first introduction to the world. This is something we've been working on for the last 2 years, and we are finally ready to share it with the world. And just to quickly recap where we are from the last video that we shared with you was our big confession, my big confession around the fact that I believe in you. I believe that you have infinite potential. I believe that you will not and I will not be fulfilled until we find our purpose, and that our infinite potential is only possible when we act on our purpose. And I also believe that together our 1 + 1 can be so much greater than 11. So today we're going to make the first announcement to the world. We've been doing this. There's quite a few people who are aware, and for those who've been with us as we've been getting ready and beta testing a number of things, thank you so much for walking the journey of being ready with us, and thank you so much for the support. So as I've said, today we introduce the first of what we are working on already to support the infinite potential of people and to help them realize their purpose and for them to make their purpose real. So drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, and welcome to VOCARI.io. Thank you so very much. It's really, really exciting. VOCARI.io is now open and available to the world. So what is VOCARI.io? VOCARI.io partners with aspiring and current entrepreneurs to make their purpose real. If you recall the last video, my confession, I believe in you, we spoke about 2 types of individuals that we really want to focus on. These are the ones that we're really passionate about, but there's so many other people. All people need help, all people need support, but the ones that we are choosing to focus on are aspiring and current entrepreneurs and aspiring and current investors. So today we bring to the world VOCARI.io, the very first arrow in our quiver supporting aspiring and current entrepreneurs, and stay tuned for the second announcement to follow here soon. So as we have said, and the first question that we always get is, who are we serving? VOCARI.io serves aspiring entrepreneurs and current entrepreneurs. This means that there's still one more announcement to be made to talk about aspiring investors and current investments of all backgrounds and scale. So today we will focus on the entrepreneurs, whether they're just thinking about getting started or they're already active. Today is the day that we bring VOCARI to the world. So the first question is, what is VOCARI? VOCARI is actually an inflection of the Latin word voco. It means a calling, a purpose, coming from a place of purpose. And when you look at how the word VOCARI.io comes together, it adds the additional initials I and O, the additional letters I and O. And for those in the computer world, you know that IO speaks of input and output. We believe in the harmony and balance of inputs and outputs in serving our purpose, our calling. And we love the word VOCARI because it aligns back to who we are as individuals, and that every single one of us has this purpose amongst ourselves, within ourselves. This is not something you need to go and get from someone or you have to work hard to acquire. No, you were born with this purpose. The challenge is finding it. The challenge is figuring it out. The challenge is to act on it. And through VOCARI.io, we are so excited to partner with aspiring and current entrepreneurs to make their purpose real. That's why I'm so excited and so honored to introduce to you VOCARI.io. When you think about how we plan to serve you, the how we serve you is really driven by 4 different pillars. And we shared this in the original video, My Confession, I Believe in You. The first one is around shared learning. I'm a big fan that knowing that my inspiration really comes from others and the environment that I'm part of. And I'm so excited about being inspired and from everybody around me and the environments around me. And that's why the shared learning starts with inspiring each other. As we take this learning and inspiration from each other's journey of purpose, we position ourselves to enable us so that the next pillar in our shared learning, the second pillar in how we execute together, how we serve each other, is through the spirit of community. So if you take the first pillar, shared learning, where we inspire each other from our learning and inspiration in each of our journeys of purpose, then we build a spirit of community. I believe that the spirit of community is a force multiplier. And Nick, you educated me about this word, force multiplier. Thank you so much. I love this term from the military because it really demonstrates what I believe, which is that together our 1 + 1 can be so much greater than 11. That's why a small team of really amazing warriors in some of our most elite defense forces can do so much because they are a force multiplier for each other. We can take the same principle and bring it into our community, into our journey of purpose. By being each other's force multiplier, we truly can make 1 + 1, our 1 + 1, to be so much greater than 11. The third pillar in how we serve you and how we serve each other is through partnerships that align to our values. We believe that we need to work with those that share in our values because our shared values act as a glue. The second part is that we are seeking to identify these partners, making sure that we seek them out, that we sustain those relationships, we enhance those relationships, we propel those partnerships with those who share in our values. You do not want to go down a path with people that you're not aligned on. It doesn't matter how big or how small that community of people is. But if you truly can align with those that share in your values and use that glue, that force multiplier that comes from that spirit of community, that shared learnings that comes from inspiring each other and taking learning and inspiration from each other's journey of purpose, nothing is insurmountable. And the fourth pillar in how we serve is by nurturing of each other and also our surroundings. If we are not okay, we cannot help others be okay. So it starts with you and each and every one of us making sure that we are okay, then taking that okay and helping those around us to make sure that they're okay. And then we have to make sure that the surroundings, the places, the communities that we live and work and play, that these communities, these environments are also healthy. Because if we nurture each other, starting with ourselves, and then take that to support each other and take that to our surroundings, then collectively we have that balance that really allows us to thrive. So this is how we're gonna serve you as an aspiring or current entrepreneur, taking shared learning, taking spirit of community, partnering with others that align to our values, and by nurturing each other and our surroundings. So you ask, now that we know who we serve, our aspiring and current entrepreneurs, we understand how we will serve you using the shared learning, the spirit of community, partnerships that align to our values, and also the nurturing of each other and our surroundings. The next question is, what toolkit do we use? Our toolkit is multifaceted. The first one is MasterClasses. The second is MasterCommunities. The third are MasterMinds. The fourth are MasterEvents. The fifth is VOCARI growth as a process. And I'm a big process junkie. I'm an industrial engineer by training. I love process. So the fifth is the VOCARI growth as a process system. And then we have our partnerships, starting with the industry partnerships, and also last but not least, our government partnerships. The collection of these toolkits really make VOCARI what it is. It takes many different tools to be able to deliver on the big vision of making your purpose real as an aspiring or current entrepreneur. And these are the collection of tools that we are gonna use to really bring it to life and partner with you to help you make your purpose real. And as we go on to the next couple of videos, we're gonna go through each of these different toolkits in detail, so stay tuned for that. So how do you get involved, you ask? The first one is all our masterclasses will be available to everyone. On the other hand, we also have an exclusive community, VOCARI Pro. And this community allows us as a platform to engage with each other through topic-focused master communities and also small masterminds that allow us to have real talk and engage. The reason the exclusive community VOCARI Pro is gonna require a membership process, including an application, including an interview with me as we get this journey started, is because we wanna make sure that one, we are a great fit for you as an aspiring or current entrepreneur. Number two, that you're also a great fit for us. As we've shared from our pillars of how we serve, that spirit of community and shared learning, partnerships that align to our values, and also nurturing of each other and our surroundings are really important by making sure that the people that are part of our community share in these values and really exhibit them natively, and in fact allows us to be able to share and grow with each other. So that's why, even though our masterclasses will be available to everyone, and for that we thank you for supporting us and engaging with us, for the memberships around VOCARI Pro, whether it's the master communities, the masterminds, the master events, these are actually going to be limited to our members, but we believe that we should be able to accept many of you so long as you align with our values and so long as we're a great fit for you, and also if you're a great fit for us. So how can you learn more and how can you join the wait list? Please join using the link on the screen. It's vocari.io/get your invitation. It really is the beginning of this process. If you can get on the list, start going through that process with us, then we're gonna be able to start engaging with you and putting you on the journey to becoming a member. So a quick snapshot of the VOCARI Pro membership application process. As we've said, the purpose of the membership is to make sure that you're a great fit for us and also that we're a great fit for you. The first step is to submit your interest for membership in the link on the screen at the moment, which is get your invitation, vocari.io/get your invitation. Once you've submitted your invitation interest, you're then gonna be invited to participate in a pre-qualification assessment. This pre-qualification assessment allows us to get to know you, allows us to know where you are in your entrepreneurship journey, whether you're just thinking of getting started or you've already started, and also allows us to get to know your mindset and ask you some really simple questions. And by the way, there are no right or wrong answers. It's just really a place for us to get to know you and where you are in your journey. After you've gone through the pre-qualification assessment, you'll then be invited, to go through an interview process with myself and other leaders of our company. Then after the interview process, if everything is good, if you're successful, we will then have a decision, sent over to you, and then you get to make a commitment. We get to make a commitment and really onboard you and assign you to our next cohort, which is actually our next step. Once you've made your commitment and you've been assigned to a cohort, and this cohort purpose is really important for us because even though VOCARI is a large community, we also want to bring intimacy in each of the different steps. So that's why, even though let's say one of the masterminds may have 200 people, In fact, there are multiple cohorts within those 200 people, and we're targeting no more than 20 people per cohort so that we can be able to allow people to get to know each other in an intimate, smaller group, and then we can also engage broadly. So that's why the cohort is really going to be the approach that we use across our whole VOCARI Pro exclusive membership process. Eventually, we do a cohort kickoff call, which is where you get to know everyone else that you're going to start with. And eventually, after we've done that, you get inducted as our latest VOCARian, and we are so excited to help you join us and participate. And as I've said, today, just a quick snapshot. We're gonna have more detailed application process video so that you can get into the details. But also, if you have any questions, please, do reach out. And also, we're gonna put the card, for this particular detailed video somewhere on the screen. So click on that or check in the description below. And if at any point you have any questions, please just reach out. My email is dk@vocari.io, and I would be honored to engage with you. So after you've gotten the application process going, then you've been inducted, and now you're a latest VOCARian, then it's about progressing that journey of purpose. And we just can't be so, we can't wait to have you. We can't wait for you to go through the process. But remember, the first step is to submit your interest, to be able to ask for membership. And that process starts at vocari.io/get your invitation. And once you have that going, the process just keeps going. So we thank you. We're so excited again. Welcome to vocari.io. So excited. It's been a long journey, doing the full-time job and getting this thing going. And finally, we can bring vocari.io to the wild. And to all those that supported me in bringing VOCARI this far, thank you. Extremely appreciated. Really an honor to work and engage with you. And for those that have been supporting us with beta testing and feedback, thank you too. It's time to bring this to the world. It's time to partner with aspiring and current entrepreneurs to make their purpose real. Welcome to vocari.io. Thank you again for the privilege of your time, the privilege of your engagement, and we can't wait to receive your interest to join our VOCARI community. Thanks again, stay blessed and be well. Much appreciated.